Love numbers. Love numbers. And today's a nice one for us, actually. 17. Why?
Because the rand broke through 17 rand to the dollar. We talk about these psychological levels with the rand, but this is a biggie. It hasn't been here for almost 3 years. When the rand is strengthening, it's less rand to the dollar. So 17.20 is weaker against the dollar than 16 rand 90. Okay, so that's the confusion. But think of it this way. It is becoming cheaper for you to buy a dollar. So suddenly you can use less rand to buy a dollar. That means our currency relative to the dollar is worth more. Some people look at it as the share price of the country. The rand, in a way, reflects the confidence that the world has in South Africa, that global investors have. Having said that, a lot of the time we move in tandem with global events, and right now the US government shutdown is coming to an end. It looks like that'll end tomorrow. So that is very good. And suddenly global investors, it's called risk on trade, they are willing to take on riskier assets. Now, the rand is one of those riskier assets.
I want to stick with the 17 for now. How much of what we saw with the good rate of below 17 for the rand against the US dollar was off the back of the mini budget, the medium budget?
Yes, so investors seem to be pleased. The rand started strengthening yesterday, and in fact, we said maybe the next number of the day will be 17 rand. I didn't think it would come this quickly, so that's great. Interest rates may stay higher for longer because the Reserve Bank uses interest rates if they want to keep inflation down. They raise interest rates. But that is good for us. So put aside your bond and things like that. That is good for us as a country because investors like high interest rates. So when our interest rates are relatively high, and they are right now compared to what's going on in America or Europe, then we are attractive. So that's helping the rand. And some good signs about the economy. Our economic growth rate is expected to come down this year based on an expectation in February. That's not good news. But going forward, there are signs that growth will pick up. Prices should be stable and inflation should be low. The cost of living crisis may subside. And then because SARS collected more money than expected, that is a very good thing, and suggests that if SARS is collecting enough from companies that weren't paying before, individuals that weren't paying before, government will be less likely to raise taxes for you and me and the man on the street. And that is the one number of the day that raises a myriad of questions. Catch more content on eNCA.com. Catch eNCA on DSTV 403.